All right, it's Craig from cigarcraig.com. I'm at the 2013 IPCPR Trade Show, and I'm here with the star of Animal Planet's pit boss, Shorty Rossi. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on your show.
That's great. You've got some cigars. I know you're a big cigar guy, and you've got your own cigars. Tell us how that came to be, and tell us about the cigar.
Well, I've always been an avid cigar smoker. I started smoking cigars at 7th grade, really. Started with Swishers and Havitampas, just like any kid would do. And I didn't become a cigar connoisseur until I was in Folsom. You had to find other things to do, and I fell in love with the Maduro Punch.
Nice.
And after that, I, became a, connoisseur of cigars. I learned more about them. But getting involved in the business didn't start till probably around the first season of Pit Boss. I started branching out to people trying to contact, saying, I'd like to do something with you guys. And everybody came back, but one person says, well, what can you do for us? Which I don't like. And then Alex Swenson of Cigars International goes, what can we do for you? And we, talked back and forth. He sent me a couple samples. I said, stronger, stronger. And we came out, which was only supposed to be a limited edition of Diesel Shorty from AJ Fernandez. And, well, 3 years later, it's still a limited edition, and it went from one cigar to a line of 7. And we're here now, this time, debuting the Shorty Acid and the Shorty Natural with Drew Estate. So we now have 3 cigars with AJ Fernandez, 2 with Drew Estate, and 2 cigars with Nestor Placencia. So, and it's been a phenomenal thing. And not only do I just not smoke, I'm actually part of the business. I learned how to roll cigars in Nicaragua. I go to Nicaragua 3-4 times a year. They teach me about growing tobacco. I mean, I'm actually going to school. I'm not just going there just to show off or anything. I mean, I made a comment last night at the Cigar Journal Awards show that I first got into it because I wanted a free cigar and make some money. But now it's become a passion and everything. And, being able to sit in a factory with all the other workers and be treated as the same, and it kind of blows their mind when I'm learning how to roll cigars or I'm learning how to bunch. And then it was like the people here is a different type because I'm used to Hollywood entertainment people, and it's a very shady business. So I'm now, really loving it, and I get to do one of my passions, and at the same time it supports my charity because we get 10% of my cigars, or the money from the cigars, to the dogs.
That's tremendous, and that moves us on to what I wanted to ask you about next was your dogs. You got Hercules down here, and of course you're big into the pit bull rescues, and tell us about that, and tell us how people can help you out if they want to.
I've been involved in, I had my first pit bull when I was 14 years old, and I got into my own rescue in 2001. When I went to go rescue a dog out of a LA pound, and what they put me through to do it was a shame. And I mean, they're a lot better now today, but Geisha's the reason why I got into pit bull rescue, which she's now 14 and still living with us and still, making it through, because usually pit bulls don't last that long. But it's amazing that, I always say these dogs saved my life, because when I got out of prison, as everyone knows, I more statistically should have went back because of the amount of time I spent, and they kept me occupied. They kept me out of trouble. They're a misunderstood breed, which people don't understand, but I also look at it as little people is a misunderstood human, because they don't take us as doctors, lawyers, and everything else. They just think, oh, he's a circus freak or whatever. And, and not knowing, now I'm a businessman, I'm an author, I'm a producer, I'm everything, and I get more, we're able, through the show Pit Boss, not only to let people understand about what a pit bull really is, or staffy, or whatever you want to call them, and who we really are. Everyone thinks of Little People Like the Big World, or Little People Big World on TLC. I'm like, no, they're like the Ozzy and Harriets. We're the Roseanne Connors, if you want to compare the things, because we're a little bit more crazier. But through the show, it enables me to expand out and do other things for the dogs, for the cigars, for my passions, and keep things going.
That's terrific. That's terrific. You're living the dream, right?
Hanging in there.
Doing what you love to do, and how do you get better than that?
You can. I mean, it's not going to last forever. That's why we always can fall back on cigars.
Yeah, there you go. Very good. Well, I appreciate you taking a few minutes to talk with me.
That's not a problem.
I thank you very much, and best of luck to you.
You too.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you so much.